Okay, let's draw a super cute Shopkins cookie today. And to start off, we're actually going to do her feet. So let's do the foot on the left side first, and these are both going to be these big ovals. One's going to be kind of pointing towards the corner on the left, and the other is going to be pointing towards the corner on the right. So let's do our first big oval, and that's one of her little feet. This is the bottom of her feet because she's sitting down. And let's do this side as well. Okay, great. So now we're actually just gonna start doing the wavy line that makes the cookie. And it's gonna be in a circle, but it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. So there's a wavy line connecting her feet. And then if you start on the top left-hand corner of the foot on the left side, then we'll start making the left side of the corner, or the left side of the circle. And again, it's just like a wavy line. And when you get up towards the top right hand, we're gonna stop and we're gonna do the teeth marks, because just cookies are so good, you just have to take a bite at them. And so you're gonna do a curved line. And remember, this is still gonna help us make our circle. Another curved line, and we'll do one more little curved line. And that's our bite mark, and we're gonna add details to make that look more real in just a second. And then we can do the rest of our wavy line, making the rest of our cookie right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the eyes now for our cookie. And our eyes are gonna be, she's so happy that her eyes are closed because she's laughing. And sometimes you just are laughing so hard that you close your eyes. So her eyes that are closed are actually just gonna be these curved lines, and they're gonna be thicker on the outside than they are on the inside. And thicker just means it's wider, it takes a little bit more room than a thin line. So let's do our rainbow line here. And in order to make it thicker, we're just gonna have to draw like another line underneath it and then fill in the two lines. So you draw another line underneath it, like that, and then you color that in, and you have a thick outside and a thin inside, which is exactly what we wanted. And we're gonna do another one of those on the other side to make this eye, so a rainbow line. And then same thing, you just kind of add a little line underneath it, and then fill that in so it's nice and thick on the outside. Okay, so we're going to do these two little eyelashes that she has, and they're basically like these rectangles that are tapered in towards the eye. So you do a diagonal line going out, a diagonal line going out, and a curved line connecting them, and then you just color that in. So on the other side, same thing, you do a diagonal line here, curved line, and color it in. And now we can do her mouth. So she's super happy, so we have to do our smile face, and it's gonna be right underneath here. But her mouth is open because, like I said, she's laughing. So now we have to do this kind of stretched out U shape here. So you start at the left side of the smile, go down and back up. And instead of having a tongue in her like normal Shopkins do, she actually has a little tooth. So the tooth is gonna go right up here underneath the top lip, and it's a rectangle, but it's curved at the end. So you just go down, curve, over, and up, like that. And she has a nose too, so we can go ahead and do the nose. The nose is just a C shape, like that. And she also has these cute little hands right above her feet here. So this is just going to be a C shape. So you go to one of the feet. You can do it this side or this side first. I'm going to do the one that's my right. And you just do a shape like that. And that's her little arm. And you do one right over here too. So that one's more like a backwards C. So she's giggling so much she's kind of holding her cheeks. And she also has these cute little eyebrows, and they're all the way up here. And these are just little rainbow shapes, like that. And then to make her bite mark look more realistic, what you do is you just draw more curved lines underneath each one, and then we'll connect the corners together. So we'll do it together, so don't worry. And we're gonna do a curved line like this, so it's kind of like the one at the first one we did, only right underneath it, like that. And then we're gonna start at this corner for the next one and go down and up, and then start at the next corner and go down and up. So then it looks like she actually has like a little bite taken out of her, and she looks a little bit more three-dimensional. And the last thing we actually have to do is her chocolate chips. So her chocolate chips are like circles, but they're not perfect circles, so you're in luck if you don't draw perfect circles, because they're kind of more like ovals, and they're like a little flat on some of the sides, and they're really more of like amoeba shapes. And some are big and some are small. So remember, this is how Shopkins draws a cookie, but you can draw a cookie however you want. You don't have to put these sorts of chocolate chips. You can have different chocolate chips. You could have sprinkles, any sorts of sprinkles you want. I mean, you could do anything. If you wanted to add a bow to your Shopkins, you could do that. You could have the eyes open. It doesn't have to look just like this drawing. It doesn't have to look just like how I drew or just how like Shopkins drew. You can have to actually make it your own. And that's what makes art so fun, is you can get ideas from other artists, but then you can make it your own, and that's really the fun part about it. So for this Shopkins, we're almost done. I just want to give her a little something to sit on so she's not floating in the air. So what we're going to do is just do an oval, so she just kind of has a little spot to sit on and something to ground her, so it looks like a complete art project instead of just one thing in the middle of the paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on the left side of this foot and go out and around and back in. So now she's sitting on like a little carpet or maybe a little plate or whatever you want that oval to be. And you can add details to make it look more like what you want it to be. So when it comes to coloring her, remember, like I said, you can color her whatever you want. But Shopkins does color her a very light brown with more true brown inside of the chocolate chips, and her little shoes are pink, but you can color her however you want. And I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye.